Now, you'll remember, yesterday on the show, there was this attempt to track down the family of Robert Read, Bob Read as he was known. This is after Dawn Baxter from Woolerton had a rummage through her late mum's possessions, and while she was looking through it all, she found a signed letter from King George VI, dated September 1945, and the letter basically was thanking Robert Read from Bilborough for his efforts during the war. Well, Robert survived the terrible torture and beatings of a Japanese prisoner of war camp after being captured.
Mum would be 14. I think they were amongst a group of friends. I think Bob would be about 18, and she quite fancied him. In fact, in later years I did meet him, and he was a handsome man. I could see why she liked him. And then Bob signed up to join the army, and off he went to Singapore for 4 years. It's a certificate from Buckingham Palace signed by King George, just welcoming back the troops or the prisoners of war. But no, I don't know when he gave it to or why he'd give it to, and not one of his children. She's written, this was given to Private R.J. Read, Bob in brackets, on the Queen Mary liner after release from a Japanese prisoner of war camp.
Well, would you believe it? The power of radio has worked, because what Dawn was looking for there was someone more appropriate than herself to have this, a member of Bob's family, to have what surely must be a treasured possession within the family. And we found Robert's daughter-in-law, Dolores Read. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
So how did you hear about it? What happened?
I was actually listening to the radio on the way to work, and I heard Bob Read, and I thought, no, it can't be. And then, of course, she said that Japanese prisoner of war lived in Bilborough, and that was it. I knew it was him.
So did you know this letter existed?
No, absolutely not. Bob never mentioned it, and his son never mentioned it. So, yeah, absolute surprise.
And yet, I presume you've seen the picture of it. You've not actually seen the framed document itself yet, have you? Have you seen the photo of it?
Yes. Yeah.
So, and you can see, I mean, it's a fascinating bit of history for you as a family member to have, signed by the king.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he has 4 grandchildren, so, yeah, it's fantastic legacy to leave them.
So has this gone around the whole family? Have you been in touch with lots of other family members since?
Well, sadly, on my husband's side of the family, there aren't many left. I know he has some cousins, but it sort of stops with us, really. So it really is a lovely thing to have.
And Dawn was saying there that, you know, he didn't talk a lot, Bob, about what happened. Did he talk to you, the other members of the family, about what happened?
He was very, very quiet about it. He did tell us about another incident that was more harrowing, which I wouldn't really want to say on the radio. But yeah, I think it definitely scarred him.
Yeah, I mean, it's good news, isn't it, going through something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. But he was, as she said, he was a really nice man.
So fascinating that this has now been unearthed, a little piece of family history. What will you do with it?
Oh well, it shall go on the main wall.
And then you'll see it every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what we'll have to do is arrange some kind of official handover, I think, won't we? So that Dawn can officially hand over this now treasured little document to the family and to you, and we'll see what happens then. Is that all right? Shall we arrange that?
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Fab. Okay. Well, look, we'll see how it goes from here. And thanks for joining us, Dolores. Dolores Read, who is Robert's daughter-in-law. So reuniting will be taking place at some point in the future. If you're wondering what this document is, by the way, and you didn't catch yesterday's show, there's a great photo of it and also of Dawn's mum in her younger years, because for some reason Bob gave this to Dawn, and to Dawn's mum, I should say, and then Dawn's mum it was in her possessions. You can see a fab photo of it on BBC Radio Nottingham's Facebook page. So there's a photo of the actual letter from Buckingham Palace. You can see the signature from King George VI. You can read the words that he's written there as well, and alongside that, the picture of Dawn's mum. So that's all on BBC Radio Nottingham's Facebook page this morning.